All right, welcome to the 3-2-1 diet. The simplest, easiest, most amazing diet that has literally lost and allowed people to lose thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds year over year since I first built it over 6 years ago. Okay. So, what is the 3-2-1 diet? It's the best starting point for 99% of people because it's simple to do, it's easy to remember, easy to cook, easy to prepare, easy to implement on the road or at a party, which means it's easy to repeat every damn day, which makes it consistent. Very nice. I like. How much? So, quick story how we got here. I used to do a 6-week challenge for $600 where a client would pay $600, and if they lost 20 pounds or 5% body fat in 6 weeks, they got their money back. It was so successful that I had to increase the goals to 25 and 6. But we still had lots of success, but it wasn't at that same original 45% rate, right? At the beginning, at 20 pounds and 5%, we are at a 45% success rate of people losing 20 pounds in 6 weeks. It's crazy. Like in the fitness industry, you don't get those numbers. And I'm going to go over why we got those numbers, though. So we didn't get the same success, but it wasn't because people weren't getting results. They would lose 22 pounds and then feel like they lost because they didn't win their money back. It was only because the goal was increased. Again, I had to increase it because I kept giving back people money. And if you run a business, you got to make money to survive, right? So we still got clients' results, and they were still able to get great traction in their kind of progress in their fitness and their health because of this program, or this specific meal plan, I should say. So the funny thing was, especially at the beginning compared to what we do now, there was no customization to the program. Workouts were group CrossFit classes. We only had 3 calorie options. So if you think now we've got in 100 calorie increments starting at 1,200 all the way up to 3,000. We've got 3 for each 100 calorie increment. So it can be increased the specificity as to each individual client more than we did before. So regardless of age, sex, ability, you got one of the 3 plans based on your current body weight, right? So if somebody was 100, so from 120 or from 100 to 150 pounds, they got 1,200 calories, really. If they were 150 to 200 pounds, they've got 1,600 calories or 1,500 calories. And if they were 200 plus, they got 1,800 calories. That's literally all we did. So accountability was a weekly weigh-in and a halfway check-in with one of the coaches. That's it. The clients still got crazy results. And the one lesson we learned, consistency is the only thing that mattered. You see, these clients had a huge financial carrot in front of them to stick to the meal plan provided. So while the goal was big, it was definitely attainable to those that did not deviate from the goal, from the plan. And this is going to be the number one thing that you're going to see with clients is they don't get results because they don't follow the plan. So there's things that you can do to implement and make sure they're following the plan, like getting them to send you pictures telling you exactly how much food they're eating, right? They send you a picture with chicken and rice. Hey, Susie, how much chicken is that? Oh, I don't know. I just put it on the plate. Or how much rice is that? Oh, I don't know. I just spooned it out. Cool. I want you to measure it, right? So what makes the 3-2-1 so easy? Simply put, it's 3 meals, 2 shakes, 1 salad, right? 3 meals, 2 shakes, 1 salad. Now, is eating like this sustainable forever? Short answer is no. And it's not because it's hard. It's because the 3-2-1 plan does not allow for food or drinks outside the meal plan. So if you're someone like me who enjoys pizza and beer, it's imperative that after we get those short-term wins by resetting your metabolism, particularly if you eat processed alcohol, before we teach you how to eat pizza and still lose body fat. That's right. So there are 3 big nutritional concepts that we accomplished with the 3-2-1 plan that sets up the lifestyle integration phase of your nutrition plan that make things super easy to transition. First big concept is elimination. Stick to the food lists, right? We're eliminating specifically processed foods, right? So it's sugars, processed carbohydrates, that sort of thing. So there is bread on there, but it's Ezekiel bread instead of white bread, right? Ezekiel bread is processed a little bit differently with the proteins that are involved with how they actually make the bread versus that gross gluten, refined processed protein, right? Portion control. Serving sizes are given. So we're controlling how much food people are eating. And then people learn macronutrient timing and pairing, learning what a carb, protein, and fat specifically is, when and how to eat each of them, and specifically increasing protein intake for most people. Like 95% of people don't eat enough protein to get them to their goals, whether it's muscle building or fat loss, okay? So generally speaking, we start people out in one of two ways, either with a hand method or portion control. Hand method will start people out if they don't own a digital scale or they have some significant hesitations with weighing and measuring their food. So the food list provided here in hand method is literally just cut out the serving sizes. So what we do is the food lists, you have protein, fat, carbs, and veggies that are color coordinated to the wheels down below. Protein's got chicken breast, bison, venison, so really any game meat, whether it's elk or moose, whatever. Turkey breast, pork tenderloin, ground beef, no steak. Notice that. So if you want to eat steak, keep it super lean. Think like New York strip, but cut off the fat, right? So ribeyes are off, Wagyu's off, okay? So we don't want fatty foods, okay? Whitefish, not salmon. Again, not because they're not bad. Like salmon's not bad. Wagyu beef is not bad. Ribeyes are not bad. We're just controlling the amount of calories, specifically in the fatty meat area, okay? Eggs, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, protein, tofu or tempeh. Those are a lot more for the vegan vegetarians. Fat, peanut butter, almond butter, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, or just regular butter is fine. Olive oil, cooking oil, avocados, almonds, nuts, pecans, peanuts. Okay. You can use cooking spray, no canola oil or vegetable oil. Those are terrible oils. And coming back to proteins. You're going to weigh and measure your protein in your cooked state. It's a lot easier and simple to manage than compared to if you did raw foods, because then you got to measure it, weigh it when it's raw. It's gross. Carbs, sweet potato, potatoes, bean, legumes, rice, Ezekiel bread, oatmeal, baked potato, quinoa, fruit, and berries. Veggies, these are the minimum amount. We want 3 full servings of veggies. You can have unlimited veggies. Again, nobody never got to their muscle gains or weight loss goals because they eat too much vegetables. That's never been a problem. Notice, though, no peas, carrots, corn, right? These are the most genetically modified foods, and we don't want to eat them because they're also the most micronutrient devoid vegetables out there. And especially if you ask Caucasian men to eat more vegetables, they literally will eat just carrots, corns, and peas. Okay. We are boring. We want to create more roughage, more color, right? Because that's going to help get more micronutrients into our bodies, but also that roughage is going to help and drag and clean out the gut, right? Really good. Pumpkin, eggplant, and beets. We don't put it on there, not because they're bad again, but what some of the research shows, eating those things can particularly light up the brain. So if you, in a way that will trigger a sugar craving. So if you're addicted to sugars already coming into this, it's a great place to start cutting that out. And then you're going to probably say, well, what about fruits and berries? Well, to be honest, I couldn't find any literature that showed that fruit or berries did the same thing. So at the same time, we want to be reasonable. We don't want to cut out things like bananas and apples and like the big stuff that people want to attain. And oftentimes, a lot of people don't eat enough of those things already. Okay. So the hand method, like I said, is the exact same. Just we're using the palm, thumb, fist methods found in the parentheses underneath the macronutrient there. All right. First 7 to 14 days, we focus on introducing healthier eating habits. The one premise by this is don't stuff, don't starve, right? If you're starving after a meal, eat more. If you're stuffed to the rim where you got to get horizontal, you ate too much. Don't do that again. All right. So meal plans, right? Simply assembling portions together on a plate like the picture, right? So the breakfast, the serving size is 1. 1 means whatever serving size is in the protein or the list above, right? Carbs, 1. So you got 1 piece of fruit for this particular meal plan, 1.5 cups of berries. So you could potentially split those up and do half a banana, half a fruit, and maybe 3/4 cups of berries for 1 serving size, okay? So it keeps it very simple to half portion out serving sizes, okay? Grocery list on the back. If you have a serving size, you will have a specific number. So that 1.4 pounds of chicken breast will give you 7 servings of chicken breast with a 3.5 ounces of cooked per meal. So if you want to have ultimately, let's say you're going to have chicken breast for breakfast or for lunch every single day, you buy 1.4 pounds of chicken. If you're going to have chicken for lunch and dinner, you'd have to buy almost 3 pounds. Okay. So be smart. Generally speaking, when you're a grocery list, your fats and carbs have long shelf life. So once you have them, week to week, you're pretty much shopping for vegetables and protein. That's it. Okay. Making things taste good. Mustard, soy sauce, dry spices, dry rubs, lemon juice, balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper, stevia, hot sauces. Go nuts. You can have as much as you want. Okay. Chicken and rice can be made a million different ways. You can have Jamaican jerk chicken. You can have mango chicken. You could have plain chicken with hot sauce. Again, you can make it. The base ingredients are always the same. It's literally how you flavor it with your seasonings and your rubs and that sort of stuff. Okay. Beverages. We're not drinking our calories. So water, black coffee, tea, Crystal Light meal flavored water are examples of 0-calorie options. So that green bar at the bottom, it says as long as it has 0 calories, you can have it even if it's not on the list. So if you ask, hey, coach, can I have blank? You need to ask yourself 2 questions. Is it on the list? And is it 0 calorie? Coca-Cola Classic. Is it on the list? No. Is it 0 calorie? No. Can't have it. 2 no's? No. Coke Zero. Is it on the list? No. Is it 0 calorie? Yes. You can have it. Go nuts. Obviously not healthy, but in the beginning, we're looking to get results and get traction, not be super specific and be Nazis about eating super clean. Okay, because super clean is not realistic in our modern culture and society we live. Okay, hope that helps. It gives a quick rundown, and that's how simple and easy it is. Like this, we're 12 minutes in, so this should be able to be explained very easily. I do recommend that everybody do this and follow this plan for at least 4 weeks just to see how it feels and how easy it is to eat. Okay? If you have any questions, hit me up in your one-on-one or the group meetings.